So hey guys, how's it going? So this is going to be a solo video update. I'm just curious on how many people are gonna watch this, how many people on my channel are still interested in solo. This is not clickbait, this is just a plain old solo title. It's gonna be called Solo Update. Like solo car update. That's it. Stock update. But anyways, as I'm making this video, the market is slightly red. It's bounced back a little bit, but it's still a little bit red. Tomorrow, I don't know what the market's gonna do. I seriously don't. But I am I'm just going to wait until the presidential election is over before I become bullish. I'm not gonna get greedy. I actually want to buy more solo stock at these prices, but I'm so scared because what happens if the market crashes and solo goes all the way to $1 or lower? It would make a fantastic buying opportunity, but at the same time, if solo was to go to $1, where would Tesla go? Like $100? $75? Would I buy solo at $1 or would I buy Tesla at $75? I would buy Tesla at $75 in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it. I would be like all in on Tesla at $100 to $75. I wouldn't even think about it. So if solo was $1 and Tesla was $75, I would buy Tesla in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it. So that's the scary part about holding on to solo. So I don't know what the market's gonna do. I still am, I'm still building up my cash position. I'm about 50% cash, maybe. Roughly 50% cash, and the rest is stocks. So, stonks. Well, I don't know, depending on what you consider stocks. I would consider, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Google stonks because they are so overinflated. There's Nvidia, and I guess AMD would be a stonk, and Zoom is a stonk. But hey, you know what? Stocks are worth as much as rich people are willing to pump. And rich people want to put money into those stocks right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's a little bit more than rich people. Maybe it's, a mastermind behind the stock market. And he's like, oh, I feel like making Zoom, hundreds of billions of dollars, $150 billion. Like, maybe, I don't know. At the end of the day, it's pure speculation on my part. But either is rich people are pumping the stock because somebody has to hold that valuation. There's so many companies out there that worth tens and hundreds of billions of dollars, like Tesla worth $100 billion. But anyways, let's just move forward to the solo. Let's talk about more about solo. I'm kind of getting off subject, but solo. So not everyone likes these solo cars. I admit that. Not everyone. But there are certain individuals out there that say, okay, this is not bad. And and some people don't have that much money. And so if Electra offers people a monthly payment option of $200 a month for 5 years, and if the salesperson is, strong enough, he can be like, hey, if you were to drive this car for 5 years and use it a lot, it would basically be a free car, because the amount of money you would save on gasoline, it would equal out to be almost a free car over a course of 5 years with a lot of use. And it's hard to say no to a free car because it's an electric car, and the only other electric car that you can get in the United States right now is Tesla. Well, you can get electric car, but they are double the price of the solo car. The solo car is $18,500. An electric car is about between $30,000 to $40,000. Essentially double the price of an Electra solo car. So I think these will do well. I think Electra will do well on these. I think there's so many people in this world that I think there will be a significant amount of buyers. How many? I don't really truly know at the end of the day, but I do believe that there are people who are willing to buy it. But then you can't just consider Solo a car company that sells cars to just consumers. No, they sell to businesses too. They created the utility and fleet Solo EV render, and they plan to sell these kind of models to fleet operators in 2021. And we are very, very close to 2021. So when they sell these to the fleet operators, I think the stock could skyrocket. I think if they announce a partnership with a fleet operator, and if it was a big fleet operator like Walmart or Amazon or somebody huge, I think Solo stock would skyrocket like no tomorrow. But that's my opinion. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I know Electra is working with fleet partners because that's what the CEO is talking about, but they won't release any names. They are not hyping the stock up enough. The latest news was kind of pathetic. I mean, we are, down to 2 names for our new facility. Bonsai. So, that's just the way management operate. And sometimes you just gotta live with the management that's in the company. The management is not a pump and dump. They're not very good at pumping. They're not very good at promoting their stock or getting investors interested in the company to pump their stock. And at the end of the day, big money ultimately moves the stock because, it's traded, between 1.5 to 3 million shares. And let's take, an average of, I highly doubt there's even 10,000 investors, but let's call them, 500 investors. 500 investors, times, I don't know, let's say 10,000 shares. Average. Let's say, there was 500 super, decent investor. That's 5 million shares. It's 5 million shares. I get that there's, bots and market makers moving their stock, giving this company the liquidity so people can sell and buy stocks and trade it. But, I honestly think that unless really big money, super rich people, decides to come in and start buying the stock heavily, which would attract day traders and retail investors, which could really push the stock price up massively in a big way. Unless that happens, I don't think the stock price is going to move. I think what we are waiting for is either, some kind of really big news release, delivery numbers. Let's say if they came out with, we delivered 2,000 cars to our customers in November. It's kind of scary though that hold the stock throughout November because the election is November 3rd and Donald Trump's health is going to cause huge volatility and possibility of a stock market crash. And Biden winning supposedly is going to, regardless, bring the stock market up, at least according to Greg Manarino. But I'm still scared. I'm still a skeptic. If it wasn't for Greg, I don't know. I'd probably bail on the stock already. But he's saying that the stock market is not going to crash in November. He's saying that when Biden wins, the market is going to keep going up. Could he be wrong? I don't know. But he's been pretty good. He has a pretty good track record. I've been following him for a while, so we'll see what happens. I'm still nervous about the stock market because it could crash. And, that's why I balance my cash and stocks out. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.